Okay, and it's all back together now, and it's ready for the big reveal. One of the great things about hiding lighting in a piece of furniture or, well, just about anywhere is that you can sort of do a dramatic reveal or change your room around just by adding lighting. And if you invite guests or friends over who don't know that you've done it, you can sort of impress them by bringing it on and showing it off. And we'll bring it up just gradually up to about 50%. Of course, it is extremely bright, and under this lighting conditions, these lighting conditions, this is crazy bright. But it's amazing for what it is, all those tiny little LEDs. And I'm going to bring it back down to roughly about 50%, maybe just a touch. Looks a little bit better. Now, of course, I can create different looks in this space. I still have my down light, which is a par 30 LED warm white coming down. That's equivalent of a 75 watt traditional incandescent or halogen bulb. So of course I can bring that on as well. I could bring that on full brightness, and that's a bit much. Completely washes out the effect. I can bring this down to about 35% or so, and that looks kind of cool. Of course, white on white is, not the greatest. So what I can do, of course, is switch colors. It's one of the greatest things about the Philips Hue. And Philips, with the light strip, compared to their LED bulbs, at least the original ones, the LED kind of regular A shape A19 and their BR30, I personally think that the Lightstrip Plus achieves much better richness of colors and a better wide spectrum of color because they're not relying on a multitude of LEDs to do kind of some crazy white and the color combination. They've got a dedicated color changing set of LEDs inside, plus they have warm and cool white LEDs, and they use those in combination. But I just think the colors are rich and saturated. So instead of just showing you, let me tell you. And I'm using this app. It's called Hue Plus. I can show it to you on the screen. We've used it and demoed it before in other episodes. You can find it on the App Store if you're on iOS. So let's go to a nice blue. And so there it is. You're seeing it show up on the screen. I can increase the intensity and bring that up a little bit so you really see that it's blue. I'll bring that down just a touch. And I can go over here and I can create a little bit different look by bringing up the overhead by just a bit more. So you see you get the white and you get the blue at the same time. Now, depending on the look that you want to create in a room, you can do a multitude of different things. Obviously, I have more than just two lights, but this now does, the Philips Hue now does create a glow, and it creates my sort of uplight effect, even though it's kind of really downlighting because it's being directed down, it's being bounced around inside the TV stand by all the white and the silver, and the LEDs of course are cross-firing instead of necessarily shining up or directly down, but it still creates a really beautiful killer look. I'm going to bring the overhead down just a touch. It creates a beautiful look, and even if you're watching a movie or a TV show, you can of course bring this down. Philips really has nailed it on the Lightstrip Plus with the dimming a lot lower than you could go with some of their other bulbs, especially the original ones. You can barely see that on the screen at this point. It's still there, and I've tested this at very completely in the dark, and you can really make something really magical with this. And we'll have a full review, we probably already posted it, of the actual Lightstrip Plus. But this is kind of some things just to show it off in its configuration. And we can show off some kind of pretty pictures with it doing its thing. And just to show you, this is the Get Torp. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, from IKEA. It's glass and steel or aluminum. And you can get this in a white or a black finish. I chose the white to contrast with the TV and to make more of a glow. Black would also probably be pretty cool, but it would mute the amount of light that's getting transmitted through the different panes of glass, and you would not have as bold of an effect. So what did I use on this project? I used, of course, our Philips Hue Lightstrip Plus. This is the one that was announced in fall of 2015. It came out officially in October of 2015. It does have the ability to change colors, and it has the ability to do white as well. Cool white, warm white, and anywhere in between. That is $90 for a 2-meter strip, and it will then can be extended all the way up to 10 meters, so that's like 33 feet, 1 meter at a time, through extensions. And you do need the Hue bridge to start with, so you need a starter pack or a bridge or something. So it is a little pricey, but if this is what you want to get into, it really can create a lot of beautiful looks. Of course, to check it and so forth, trying different combinations, I just used some good old, blue painter's tape. It comes off really nicely. And of course, the Get Torp wonderful TV stand supports, I believe, about 70 pounds. So this TV is about 35 pounds perhaps. So no problem there, and it's a really nice stand. So that is that for this project episode here on Lighting Answers. Remember that you can always get us on the web, lightinganswers.tv. You can get us across social media. Don't forget to send in your own questions about different projects, light bulbs, reviews, all the different things I get questions on. I love your questions and feedback. I'm Jody Ganzik for Lighting Answers, reminding you to get out there so that you can brighten, beautify, and automate your world. I'll see you next time, right here on another project episode on Lighting Answers.